Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. It's good to be back and recording again. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. So in today's video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what my New Year goals are and talk a little bit about the products that, some new products that I picked up during some of the recent sales in December, and I haven't had a chance to get on here and talk about. So I was going to do a get ready with me, but I'm still trying to learn how to use this camera, and I actually recorded this look, and then I went to go edit it, and I realized that it must not have turned on. So I think it's recording now. If it doesn't record, I'm going to give up on this video because it's starting to feel like I wasn't meant maybe to talk about these products. But anyway, that's the learning curve you have to deal with when you're learning new stuff, right? So in one of my past videos, I talked about CL. I actually reviewed the liquid bronzer, and I also reviewed the Conceal and Protect concealer, which I love. So in that video, I mentioned that I saw that they had a foundation. They're actually calling it a serum tint. And this is what it looks like. The cap comes off, so it looks a lot like a foundation. I kind of like that you don't see the dropper, but what I said when I was applying this was I got shade light, and I think it's just a little too light for me. At the time they had that sale, they only had like 6 shades. And if I was going to buy this again, I would buy the light medium because this is just, it's too light for me. And so, but I had the liquid bronzer, so I decided not to return it. Now, I did look on Sephora's website, and I noticed that they had more shades, although those lighter shades are all sold out. At least they were as of yesterday. They have a light medium, and that's what I would get if I was going to reorder this. So it just basically says that it's got zinc oxide in it. I think this is a mineral. I think that zinc oxide is mineral. Non-comedogenic. They said to shake it well, apply liberally, evenly before sun. Makeup meets protection. I think this is like the whole philosophy behind the CL brand is it's going to protect your skin as well as give you a very natural look. Now, I think this is a very natural look that I got from applying this foundation. I did warm it up with a very little tiny bit of the Bronze and Protect. Everything has an SPF 50 in it. All 3 of these products have an SPF 50 in them. I would still use a sunscreen. I wouldn't just use that alone, but it's nice that it has that added protection. So the other products that I wanted to mention, I picked up the, when Danessa Myricks had her sale, I picked up her award-winning brush. You know that I love Danessa Myricks makeup. It's got like a really thick brush. It's made very well, and it has a little stand that you can store it in. So I used my Blurring Balm powder, Blurring Balm primer in shade 3.5 underneath, just to kind of even out my skin tone a little bit, you know, because this is very light. It's got light to medium coverage, but I do think you can build it up. So if you like a natural coverage, you're going to get that from this foundation. I also mentioned that I picked up the Givenchy powder. I picked up this and the blush from QVC. And I don't have them in the boxes anymore because, well, when I thought I was recording the other video, they were in the box. But here's the shade. I got shade 3 for the loose powder. It's the Prisme Libre 4-color loose powder. It is a mattifying and blurring setting powder. This is Violet Rose is the shade. So I'll try to get in there so you can see. So it's basically, in my opinion, it's got like light lavender, like a beige, and then 2 shades of pink. And I think this is the powder that was reformulated that everybody was losing their minds about. I don't have anything to compare it to. I didn't have the previous version. This is my first try with this, and I think it's very lovely. I really like it. So I don't have any issues with it. But like I said, I didn't have the opportunity to try the other version. And then here's the blush. The blush is the Prisme Libre Blush, and this is shade 1. And it says it has 4 colors also. And the brand ambassador that was on QVC had very similar coloring to me, like a similar complexion. And these are the shades that she was using in the demonstration. And so it was easy for me to just pick these. Now, both of these products come in minis. You don't have to buy the full size if you just want to try it. They do come with these like little powder puffs in them, which is nice. And so that was, I'm very happy with it. I really like it. I didn't even feel like I needed to put highlighter on. Just take my glasses off so you can see. And then on my eyes, I picked up the creamy Huda Beauty. Now this was this one. She has 2 versions. She has this brown one and a lighter version. So that's this one. So both of these I got for free because if you spent so much money during her sale, you got both of these for free. And you know, there was mixed reviews on them. I know Morgan Turner liked it, but she said she didn't really feel like it either was going to last or didn't really last on her eyes. I think it's really nice. I didn't have any trouble with it. I'll try to pin a comment and let you know if it actually lasted on me, because I do need my eyeshadow to last because I have long days when I work between commuting and working, going to the office. So I'll have to see. I'll try to remember to pin a comment and let you know, because I'll have this on until I take my makeup off later. And then underneath, I picked up the MAC Painterly pot that everybody likes to use like as a base, like an eyeshadow base. And this, again, it was one of the MAC sales. I picked it up and I've been liking it so far. I do have it on my lids before I started to put on the actual eyeshadow. For contour, I put on my Westman Atelier in the shade Biscuit. This is my favorite high-end contour. I have a drugstore version that I like too. And then on my lips, I picked up the Say, this is, I'm gonna have to put my glasses back on. This is the Lip Liner 101. I picked up the shade Twist, and I'll give you a little. So that's the swatch of it. I feel like this, it looks kind of pink, like when you look at this, and it's very similar to that shade, but I just felt like this one would work the best with products that, you know, lip products that I have in my collection. And then I also picked up, and they're apart now because I pulled them apart, but this was inside this Merit box. So this is the dress code set, and she gave you 3 full-size lip products. I don't know if this is still available. I know it was in and out of stock during the sales, you know, in November and December. but it might be on Merit's website if it's not still on the Sephora website. The shades are Bespoke, which is a lightweight satin, Black Tie, a lightweight matte, and Du Jour, a lightweight lip blush. They're all limited edition, but I think this was a nice set because they gave you 3 full sizes. And could we just take a moment and look at this? This is like gorgeous. I'll give you a some swatches here. So there's that one. This one is, let's see, this one is Bespoke. So it's very light. The darker one, and they all have different colors too, which is nice. You get to try all the different formulas. So I thought that was a really good idea by Merit to do that. And then the last one is this one, which has the lightest. And it's also the lightest shade. So there it is on the end there. So there's the Say, and then the 3 Merits. These are limited edition shades, but she's got a lot of beautiful shades. And what I liked about that set was I got to try the different formulas. And so I'm sure she has shades that are similar to this, even though these are limited edition. But yeah, I have the berry, I have the Say liner on my lips, and I have the deepest shade as well. So really like that. Another product that was going in and out of stock, but I did see it pop up that a lot of their, like they were doing sales on their holiday sets. And so this is the Giorgio Armani set that I picked up. I mean, I just think this box is gorgeous. I'm definitely repurposing it. And then these are the 2 shades that came in it. They're very light. And you can buy these shades separately. They're not limited edition shades, but I'll give you swatches so you can see. They're very glossy and they feel really nice on the lips. But they're very wearable shades. I mean, there's not a lot of pigment to them. So there they are. You can see that one is a little more pink and the other one is a little more pinky beige. Well, they're both pink, but I don't know. This one, I wish this one had more pigment because I really like the shade. It almost looks lavender, but then when you put it on, it's not really like that. But both really nice. I tried both of them on my lips and I really like them, and I'll be repurposing that box because it's so beautiful. Then for mascara, on my bottom lash, I use the e.l.f. Lash Extender. I really like using this as a bottom lash. And then the Maybelline Firework, which I really like this mascara a lot. It's a very wet mascara, like a wet formula, but I don't mind that. I don't really like my mascaras to be dry, and it gives you time to layer, which is really nice. The products, I'm sure I'm going to use these again in a future video, but as far as my channel goes and what my goals are for the new year, I am definitely gonna stick within a budget. I went through my glam room and I decluttered a bunch of makeup that is just, it's getting old. I have eyeshadow palettes that were starting to hit 4 years old, and even though they probably still perform and I don't necessarily throw out products if they're still good, it was just getting to a point where I'm like, I'm not reaching for these, and when I open them up, they just look like they probably aren't going to perform, like they did when I first got them. So the ones that I haven't been touching, I'm like, I'm just going to pitch this. So I cleaned out quite a bit. I had quite a bit in my cabinet, and I couldn't even give them away to somebody because I don't think it would be even sanitizing them. I just think they were just, they were ready to be decluttered. So did that, and then my husband and I bought, when we were in Costco, they had these bins that are like, there was 4 of them for like $6.99. It was super cheap. And he was like, yeah, let's just grab another one. You know, we can both always use these kind of things, you know, for storage. And I was like, all right, let's get another one. Well, when I got into going through all the items that I had purchased during sales and started organizing after I decluttered a lot of stuff, I realized I actually used all but one. And I was down to just buy one set and buy two. I don't just buy beauty for myself. You know, I have, you know, nieces and a goddaughter, and, you know, I was like pulling together gifts for, you know, and other people for future birthdays coming up this year. And so I went through that inventory. I divided everything out, and then I took all the products that I want to review for you guys, and I put those, you know, I divided those out too, so I know what I have. And that really sort of brought to me the notion that I've got to stick within a budget. Like, it's just excessive, even if there is sales and whatnot. Like, you know, I mean, of course I'm buying more beauty because I have a channel, right? So I love beauty, I love makeup, but I also have a channel. And so there's that balance between buying stuff just because it's on sale and it looks, you know, you like it and you think you're going to use it, and then also reviewing things from my channel. So I am definitely sticking within a budget. I'm putting myself on a makeup diet, and I will review new drops, but I'm just going to be a lot more discerning. And I'm not going to get pulled in by all these sales, you know, and just, you know, it's excessive, you know, and it's wasteful. So I got to find that balance, and I think I will be fine, but I'm going to stick within my budget. So that's one of my goals. My other goal is to move more. So I already changed my eating habits years ago. I don't eat refined sugars. I mean, every once in a while, if there's like a birthday and there's a cake, I'll have a little piece of it or whatever. I'm not saying I don't ever eat it. I don't eat it on the norm though. And so I've switched out a lot. I've gone organic. I just, you know, try to what I'm putting in my body, I try to do with a lot of care, because it's my temple, right? Our bodies are our temples. And I used to exercise a lot more. I used to move every day, and I used to ride my bike and stuff. And I haven't been doing that. I've become quite sedentary. And even tracking food and stuff and all that, it's helpful. I mean, it's better than not doing that. So, you know, it's how we tend to take in more calories than we should. But I need to move. I need to move more. So I think I'm going to get back into walking at least 4 times a week, 5 times a week, whether that's on my breaks or on, you know, after work. My husband and I like to take the dogs for a walk. And then getting back to riding my bike, and because it's not moving the needle, I need to do more. You know, as we age and everything starts to age, you know, like just, you know, the way things change when you get older, and, you know, you just got to move more, and it's good for you. It's actually better if you move around. So that's my other goal. And I think those are 2 achievable goals. I think that I could definitely, you know, I've already gotten into this mindset. I don't want the FOMO with the purchases, and I already know that I have a goal in mind, and, you know, what my goals are in terms of getting in shape, being healthier, having some weight loss. So those are my goals, and I think those are 2 pretty big goals. They're going to take effort on my part. So I definitely want to be committing to that. So that's how my goals are going to, not so much the exercise piece, but the spending piece is going to intertwine with my channel. I want my channel to continue to grow, and I want to continue to review products for you, and try stuff on, so you could see if you want to spend your money on it or you don't. So for me, but I love doing it. I really enjoy it. So, and yeah, and then, you know, I got my new camera for Christmas. I'm recording on it again. You know, and like I said, it's going to take a little time for me to get used to it. And I did wind up getting a new phone. I told you guys I had a 13 Pro Max. I got the 16 Pro Max. We wound up changing carriers. That was an ordeal and a half. And we went from T-Mobile back to Verizon after almost 9 years. And while we got, you know, they gave us all these goodies to snag us away from T-Mobile, I had to do a lot of legwork to get all the promos added and spent a lot of time on the phone with them this week. And it's a good thing I was on vacation so I could take care of it. So I'm still waiting for my new iWatch to come in. My husband got his, but mine has been like, it's been like a little bit of a show, you know, because even the Best Buy guy was like, oh yeah, we'll ship it right to your house. And then I looked at the receipt and it said that it's a pickup in store. So I don't know why. If you call Verizon, they tell you one thing, and you go into like Best Buy and they tell you, and I mean, it's not like totally different, but you get slightly different answers. I didn't like how much work I had to do, you know, like on my side, but I think it was because I didn't go to a Verizon store. But I'm not sorry, because I said to my husband, I'm not buying I'm not going to buy another iPhone. We upgrade every 2 to 3 years. The last one, the 13 Pro Max I had for a little over 3 years. And I don't want to make payments on these phones. They're like $1,200, these phones. They're very expensive. And so I said, if I'm going to upgrade to a new phone, I don't want to have to buy it. I really think cell phone companies should give you the phone. You're giving them your business. You're paying them considerable amount of money every month to have their service. I mean, the cell plans are not that cheap, you know. And but anyway, that's my opinion on that. So that's my news so far. Nothing major. I go back to work on Monday after a 2-week vacation, and that's always hard to come out of a 2-week vacation, no matter what time of year it is. You got to get reacclimated to getting up really early again and being on that routine. So but anyway, hopefully what I've talked about today was helpful to you. I really like everything that I picked up, like all the products that I showed you. I will try to pin a comment, and you know, if I remember to, I try to remember to pin comments and let you know how long this lasted on my eyes. I hope it does. I think it's really pretty. I really like the color story, but I hope it does last, because otherwise this is going to have to be like, you know, an eyeshadow palette that I just wear when I don't have a long day. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on and say Happy New Year, tell you a little bit about these products, these new products. I have a lot more content to record. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to join our little makeup family, and follow me over on Instagram as well. My information will be down in the description box. I will have a list of everything with the shades that I put on my, you know, that I used today, that I showed you, and so that if you are interested in anything, or you have a complexion similar to mine, like a shade twin or whatever, you know what names and shades and so forth that I use for each product. So I want to thank you for tuning in and watching my video. I always appreciate you giving me your time. Time is precious. And your comments and your likes, all that is helpful. Actually, if you do like this video, if you could give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it, because it'll tell YouTube to kind of get it out in the algorithm, and then other people will see it too. So like I said, I have more content coming up soon. I very much appreciate you being here, and I'll see you soon.